Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the very first time, my name is Fajira. I'm so happy to have you right in my beautiful family. And for my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. God bless you. Guys, in today's video, just as you can see the title, I'm not a carrier of bad news, but to be honest, that this is not a too good news because the UK government is actually looking into this, that they are looking for a way to bring down the number of dependents you can come with to the UK, especially if you're a student coming to study in the UK, like they said in the post that I read, because they have noticed that in the past few months, one student will come to study in the UK and possibly could come with up to 8 dependents, or maybe 6, or maybe 5, or maybe 3. And you know, in the UK is a place that they advise you not to give birth to a lot of children. They want you to give birth to the number of children that you can look after. One family could have up to 8 children. And for instance, if I've got 8 children and I'm in Nigeria, I'm coming to study in the UK, and there's no way that I will fill out my visa that I'm coming to the UK with 2 children or with 3 children when I have 8 children. So from the article and the news that was published recently, it says record numbers of foreign students are bringing relatives into the UK as ministers consider how to bring down the overall immigration. So the ministers are also planning to bring down the number of dependents you can bring into the UK. So if you're planning to come to the UK as a student or as a skilled worker, this is the best time for you to start making your plans, because we don't know in the future, we don't know how many people they are going to tell you that you can come with if you are applying to come to the UK. So let me go down to the article that was recently published about this cut down of the number of dependents you can come with to the UK. So it said Nigerians and Indians bringing most dependents. I'm very much aware that Nigerians and Indians have got a lot of dependents that they migrate to the UK with. So it said net migration is running at 230,000 people a year. And last month, Home Office figures revealed that the number of visas for foreigners has increased. So this is to say that the number of people that have migrated to the UK through dependent visa is even much more than the number of people that have applied for study in the UK or that have gotten jobs in the UK. So for instance, if you get a job in the UK and you're coming in with 4 or 5 dependents, let's say you've got 4 children plus your wife or plus your partner and yourself, that's 6. So just one person have gotten this job, right? And now this one person has carried another 5 people along with them. So this is what the UK immigration is looking at. We don't know what is going to happen after now, but they are currently looking at it to see how they can cut down the number of dependents you can come with to the UK. And we don't know how they are going to do it. Maybe they'll put it in a way that they will say if you've got more than 2 children, you can only apply for only 2 children. Or if you're applying for a job, the company that is employing you should ask you the number of children you have. So that may be maybe part of the criteria that we use to see if you can get the job. To be honest, we don't know what is going to happen in the future, because for them to start looking at this, and they did not just only look at this, they specified that Nigerians and Indians, they are coming in with a lot of dependents. So they have to look at a way that they can cut down the number of dependents that each person can come into the UK with. So if you're planning to come to the UK, guys, if you have not started planning before they will look out for the number of dependents you can come into the UK, start planning now. Start planning now. Start making your plans to see how you can relocate to the UK before that law will be set up, because we know how the UK is. They will deliberate on this, and if they see that it is something that will help them, in as much as they are looking for more people to come to the UK to work, in as much as they are adding more jobs to the shortage occupation list. Remember, if you're coming with a dependent to the UK, your dependent may be an infant or a child, and a child cannot really work. It is just you that will work. In as much as they are looking for more people to migrate to the UK, I don't really think they are looking for more dependents to come to the UK, because they know that the dependents will not be working to pay tax. But if they go to recruit people from overseas, let's say if they go to hire, if they go to recruit, let's say 5 people or 10 people from overseas, those people will come to the UK and work and pay tax. And from that tax, the tax will be used to develop the country. Whereas if you're coming in as a skilled worker, to work in the UK, you're just the one working, or maybe your partner is working, but remember, your partner cannot do full-time job, especially if you've got young kids. So if it's just you that is working, the tax that is coming from that household will not be enough. Like, it's not going to be much, because just you that is coming as a skilled worker, or it is just you that is coming as a student, and just you that have gotten the visa or that have gotten the offer to come to the UK, you have come with 5 young people, or 4 young children and your wife, or 3 young children and your wife that cannot work full-time and pay tax. What they're really looking at is to recruit people from overseas to come and work in the UK. So instead of having just one person coming to study in the UK and coming with 5 dependents, or coming with 3 dependents, they can recruit 5 people from overseas to come to the UK to come and work and pay tax. And like we all know, the tax is used to help other people and also used to develop the country. So like I said, if you're planning to come to the UK, guys, if you have not started making your plans, or you're currently on your plans, see how you can make it quicker, because once the law is being set out, we don't know what it's going to be, but right now there is a complaint, and the highlight of that complaint is basically on Nigerians and Indians. So if you're a Nigerian or you're an Indian and you're watching this video and you have the plans of relocating to the UK, and you've got young children or you've got family, then this is the best time for you to start putting in more effort. If it is a job you're searching for, put in more effort to look for the job. If you're planning to come to study, start applying for different schools, and anyone that gives you an offer first, you can choose that one and start the process. Because like I said, the UK is a place that once the law is set out, it takes time for the law to change, and I wouldn't want you to be over there still planning to come and there is now a restriction on the number of dependents you can bring. As you can see, there is already a complaint that a lot of people are migrating as dependents. Not only migrating as dependents, but the dependents they are coming with cannot even work to pay tax, because they're either children or they are either partners that cannot do full-time jobs. Immigration, they are making things a bit tight this time for people to migrate to the UK. In as much as they want people to migrate to the UK, they are making it a bit tight. I know of a lot of people that applied for schools in the UK this year that did not get their cars, and not just they did not get their cars, they have paid their school fees. In fact, I know of somebody that paid his school fees in the University of Northampton and didn't get his cars till date. And imagine after paying thousands of pounds for your school fees and you did not get your cars. I know of people that actually got their cars and they have gone for their visas. Until now, they have not gotten a decision. But we know that there has been delayed in the visa processing time, which is okay. But some people have waited for a long time and yet the visa comes out as refused. So guys, if you're planning or you're thinking of relocating to the UK, especially this time, this is the best time to start the process. Don't wait until different laws are being set out before you start making your process. Okay, like I said, in as much as they want people to migrate to the UK, they also want people to stay back in their countries. So if you're one of those that is in a particular country that they are looking out for people to stay back in their countries, please start your process now. If it's a job you're looking for, start applying for the jobs now. People are still getting jobs from the red list, but at the same time, you have to be on top of your search, your job search. And also, if you're planning to come in as a student, this is the best time to come in. I would say if you have a child that is already 12, 13, 14, 15, and you're planning to come to the UK, your first priority, if you don't have the money to come with all your children, your first priority you should be looking at is the older child that will soon turn 18. Because once that child turns 18, the child cannot depend on you. The child cannot come on a dependent visa. So if you want to relocate to the UK and you have a child that is between 13, 14, 15, 16 and so on, please, your priority when applying for your own visa, try and apply for yourself and your child. Don't let that child stay back in that country for a longer time before you go for the child, because once the child turns 18, do everything possible to ensure that the older child comes with you first, and you can now go back for the younger children. And apart from the older child coming with you, he or she can work once he turns 16 and make some money for him or herself, but they will not make so much money, but it's going to help you and relieve you a lot. Instead of leaving that child overseas and coming here to come and struggle, then later you go back to get them all. So I would advise you try your best to see how you can come with the older child first, then you can go back for the younger ones. So guys, we've actually come to the end of this video, and I hope you find it helpful. And if you do find it helpful and you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you're going to be the very first person to see that video. And also share this video with your friends and loved ones. Give it a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching, and see you right in my next video. Bye bye for now.